For the final video for a tour of the standard library, I just have a few more macros to show you that I found kind of interesting, and we are already familiar with most of them, but here are a few more, and this will be a pretty easy video. So unreachable, this is for code that the compiler will never reach. So this, if you call it up, if you actually do reach this code, it's going to panic. So it's kind of similar to the panic macro there, but it's for code that the compiler can't know, but we know it'll never reach. So here first is an example of code that the compiler can can tell by itself. So let's say we have we have match on X, and it's going to be true or false. So true is print is true. It's true, and false is going to be almost the same thing. It's false. We do that, and then let's say we forget, and we say it's true, and we put in this this second true. Then the compiler is going to use the there's that unreachable word there, and say, hey, this is an unreachable pattern. I'm never ever going to get down to here. So that is a way to, or that's a way the compiler lets you know. And but then if we're completely confident that it's never going to reach there, then we will use this. We can use this unreachable macro. And so let's imagine for this example that Rust is like this really old language, is like COBOL. And we have this code from the 1970s with some it's like a travel app, and it gives you tickets to go visit countries, and one of them is Ukraine. So we have Ukraine places, and there's a few cities in there. There's Kiev. What else do we have? Kharkiv. We've got Chernobyl. We have Odessa and Dnipro. And this Chernobyl, we don't want to visit there for the time being, so we're not giving any tickets to there. But it's this old code, and the enum is never going to change. So what we do is we come up with some logic so that nobody can choose this. But we also have a function, and it accesses this enum. So we have choose city, and the enum's really convenient, so we want to use it here. So Ukraine places, and so we're confident that nobody's going to access Chernobyl. Ukraine places. So let's just bring that in, and then we're going to do a simple match on place, and we're going to print out the ticket or whatever, depending on what they choose, except for Chernobyl, which is going to be unreachable, and we're very confident that it's not going to reach it. So that's why we're doing it that way, instead of doing like handle an error or something like that. We know it's never going to get there, and just to show that it will actually panic if you put if you access that part. Let's just throw that in and watch it panic. So you definitely want to make sure that you're confident about this. Ukraine places. So you want to be very confident that that's actually unreachable, because otherwise it's going to, there you go, panicked at entered unreachable code. So that is unreachable. Some other ones that are kind of convenient. We have let's see which one. Column, line. So you got this. You've got column. You've got line. You've got file, and you have module path. And these ones are going to tell you. They'll just give you a just give you the column, the line, the file, and the module path of wherever you're writing this code. And so this is good for if you have this, all this code in over lots of modules, and you think you might have some issues, so you want to easily debug this, then you can use that. And we'll just we can just do a single print line with all of this. So at column something and line something in the file something and module something, and then you just call them up, and it's super easy. Column line file and module path, like that. And then it's just going to slip it into there. And so column 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right there. Line 8, there's line 8 in the file. Source main.rs and module playground, and you can see right there, there's the playground there. So target debug playground. So it's giving us all the information to find that, and that's actually what the debug the dbg macro will also get the line for you. So if you go into the source for that, you can see that where is it? It brings up the, there's the line right there. So it tells you the file name and the line. So when that's part of what makes it convenient, is it does that automatically for you. So if you just do that, you debug hello there, then it's going to tell us, line 2 inside the file, was it main.rs? It's taking a while longer than I thought. While we wait, I'll bring up the next one, which is CFG. And if you remember CFG config, this is useful when you have target OS. You have this, imagine, the same function, and you can see, it's the same name here, but then you can write it in different ways depending on the target OS. And so here, if it's you do this target OS equals Linux, target OS, you've got this not Linux, or you could have like target OS equals Windows. And I guess I'm going to have to bring up that that Rust REPL that we were using the other day. I think this is it. That's not it. Rust REPL online. Replit, that's what it is. Replit. Yeah, sometimes the playground, if it gives you this error, it's not your fault. It just means that there you go. It's having some problems itself. So let's get to this CFG example. So we can have, let's see if it works now. Nope. Okay, so let's imagine that we have a helpful message here. Helpful message equals, oh, there we go, it's working. So there we go. The debug macro, dbg, gives you the file name, and there you go, there's the line that it's on. So that's brought in by those macros. So getting back to CFG, so what makes this convenient is that you can do like you can match or use if-else with that. So you can have like a helpful message equals if CFG, and then you have target OS equals Windows. Then we can say, we'll say Windows uses a backslash, so we'll say backslash, and the other ones like Linux and so on, we'll say slash. So it will, so that's, there you go, there's the convenience right there, CFG, and then we can print it out and say, let's say we're giving some helpful information to the end user in your hard drive. Type the directory name followed by something, and then we just slip helpful message in there. And then if it's Windows, it's going to say backslash, and for something else, it's just going to say slash. And then you can see that the playground here is running on Linux, or at least you can see it's running on not Windows, because we get slash because this doesn't match, and we can make sure we can confirm that by changing this to target OS equals Linux, and then you can see we are running on Linux on the playground. So type the directory name followed by /. So those are some convenient macros, and in the next videos we're going to learn some very, very basic, making our own macros. Everything else after the basics, there are books on it, but we can learn the basics here.